I got a Christmas song running through my head. What are the odds of that? There's no telling what kind of weird shit's ever going to run through this head. Hey, Joe. Glad you could be in. Hey, Kid Rhino's here. Zing Zing. Max Wolf. Waffles. Yeah, I didn't have, as you guys can see, I got behind again today, so I didn't have my stream, the stream starting later than usual, and I didn't have a ton of time, but in our previous streams, both the gaming and the reaction video streams, a lot of different things came up from you guys, different things that people were bringing up wanting to talk about, so I thought today's a good day to have an Ask Me Anything stream, because obviously you can ask me any questions you want, but you can also talk about anything you want as well. You can bring up whatever you guys want to bring up. That's what we're going with. Hey, RCR, and Doom's in. Jill says, do you hate me now for that pickle cotton candy? No, I could never hate you, Jill. And it was an experience. It was one of those things, it wasn't mayonnaise bad to where it affected me. It's going to affect me for the rest of my life. So it was an experience. I will tell you this, though. I should have made a follow-up vid about that one. It's lucky it got graded in the moment, because that pickle cotton candy, the aftertaste was by far the worst part. The aftertaste was nasty. After you let it sit for a little bit, or even like you get the sugar from the cotton candy on your teeth and you use your tongue to take the sugar off, and it's like, whoa, what the fuck? That's why at the beginning of that stream, after I recorded it, I had some York peppermint patties here, something powerful to take away that taste. I love. Hi. I love when we do these streams. If for no other reason than Big Green always posts that one for us. He did such a brilliant job in that role that I just love that character. That and the Wednesday one that Jill always posts. That guy cracks me up. Yeah, right, Jill. She says at least you never went to Lou after that, unlike the Reese. Oh, I can't believe right now, and I'm not exaggerating to you guys, right now, if I think about a Reese's Big Cup peanut butter and jelly, it makes my stomach turn a little. Yeah, it's right here. The pickle cotton candy was not nearly that bad. My favorite sweet I've tried on video so far. Well, the highest score is in the one I just posted, but that wasn't a candy that I'm trying for the first time. It's one that I knew I loved. So if we take that out, you guys know how bad my memory is. I got to remember all the things I tried. I think the highest score might have been the original Big Cup. I still have one the Reese's Big Cup. I still have one more Big Cup to do, the caramel one. And something else you guys suggested to me that I'm really looking forward to. Reese's has Reese's wafers, chocolate and wafer. I love wafer cookies. Obviously, I love Reese's. I'm really anxious to try that one. Chat not showing on... What the hell? That's a glitch out here then. Hold on. Sometimes I can fix it just by playing around with the properties a little bit. Go clean, then go back to chunky. All right, now let's see if that makes a difference, guys. It'll take it a second to respond, but that might do it. Jiggy, thanks for the super chat, pal. Oh, nice. Jiggy saying hi from vacation in Florida. I leave for Florida in 9 days. As I said, guys, never hesitate if you see me, because Disney's where people always seem to see me and then say, I didn't want to bother you. If you see me out somewhere, please come say something. Yeah. Good question, Jill. When you're adding the extra day Thursday for reaction video streams, what we'll do, Jill, we'll test it. If Tuesday and Wednesday go like they have been, and we're just blown away immediately, then yeah, we'll definitely do it again on Thursday. And I have another idea for alleviating some of the stress that gets put onto the reaction video streams with so many vids. I'll tell you about it in a second. Let me see if I can get this goddamn... I'm just going to take the chat box out and put in a new one. Sometimes you have to do that with Streamlabs. Let me just add a new chat box because it just ain't grabbing. Oh, God damn it. I hate that fucking puppet. Oh, I hate it so much. Puppet's such an asshole. Oh, that didn't work. Come on. Chat box. Was it? Is it shift? Yeah, shift. If it doesn't work on screen now, guys, it's because Streamlabs is just refusing to cooperate. But give it a couple minutes. Sometimes it takes it a couple minutes to recognize it. Zing Zing says, have you been recognized lately? Every once in a while, we get it. That's never, being recognized from here is never as bad for my wife as when I used to get recognized from wrestling. Because then, the kids would recognize me, and that used to happen a lot. The kids would recognize me and immediately refer to her as Mrs. Candy. And she hated, you guys know my wife, what a sweet, mild woman she is, so she would never let the kids know that it annoyed her. She was polite and sweet to them, but it would drive her insane. First wave negativity says this is probably a hot take, but I've hated every Reese's chocolate I've ever had. I don't think it's a hot take. I mean, some people, it doesn't matter how widely accepted or liked or loved something is. Just by human nature, there's got to be some people that just doesn't click with, whether it's a food or a form of entertainment or a beautiful face such as this. Oh, and what I was starting to tell you guys, Jill, what do you think of this idea? And Big Green, all of you guys who come into the reaction video streams, the main reason it's tough for me to get reaction video streams put up just here or there is because they're so long, and you guys know I'm always battling time. So what I might start doing, if the streams keep filling as fast as they do, along with maybe adding one on Thursday, for those days when I've got some time to stream, but not a lot, I can post reaction video streams that are like a 30 stream or a 35 stream or a 25 stream. And all that would mean is when we get to that number of videos for the stream, we'll cut them off. Because now we've been doing it so long, I've got a good idea of how long it's going to take for, say, 30 videos or 40 videos. And that would allow us to do it more often and maybe allow more people to get them in who weren't able to during the regular Tuesday and Wednesday streams. This stream, it won't be super long, Zing Zing, because I had to start it so late. And again, we're getting stuff down for going on vacation. I still got videos to do yet today. But I'm going to hang out for as long as I can. Oh, Jill says, yes, I was planning to split my Tanger tokens between the 3-day stream. Yeah, but I'll keep you posted on it, Jill, as we're doing it. If say on Wednesday it starts to slow down and it seems, we do a few, like we used to do, we get 2-3 videos in before we go to the count and cut them off, then maybe Thursday won't be as necessary. But the way things have been going lately, and I appreciate that, I love the fact that you guys enjoy doing those streams with me. The way we've been going lately, as you saw, Tuesday and Wednesday just feel like that, and then we'll definitely add Thursday into it. Hey, Chiggy! Thanks for Super Chat, pal. Says going to join Gusha 100 again soon since LSAT studying is winding down. Very cool. Wanted to hear from you and everyone else. Do you want to continue Somnium Files or AI President series from Crucial? Ooh, man. Yikes, those are both good. That's a tough one, Jiggy. Those are both good. You can't go wrong with me, so if you have a preference, do whatever you want. If I had to rate the two, I'd give probably a slight edge to the AI presidents just because that was so freaking funny. That was cracking me up. I love the interactions between them. But as I said, if you got a preference, go with it because you can't go wrong with either, as far as I'm concerned. Brother E is AI presidents. Yeah, they were funny. I like Somnium Files. The game's a blast. But AI presidents was really funny. Brother E says, I didn't get a notification, but I happen to be watching the Battle of Chocolates. Just curious, more technically, what about Hershey do you like more than Mr. Beast? Like, even describe taste. Yeah, it's hard to describe. Hershey's had a richer taste. I think that's the best word. I think Hershey's chocolate is richer. Mr. Beast chocolate was excellent, but as far as richness and creaminess, Hershey's is a little bit more so. How's a good way to describe it? I mean, if you take and hopefully talking like this, what I'm about to describe doesn't get you guys so so bonered up, for lack of a better term, that you're unable to concentrate. But if you take the each of the chocolates, a piece of each of them, and just let it kind of marinate in your mouth. Let the chocolate meld into the salivas within your throbbing tongue. You can almost feel the difference that the Hershey's just has that smoother, more stay with you type of taste to it. Yeah, Hershey is savory is a good word. Yep, savory. And again, I'm impressed. The Mr. Beast chocolate was better than I thought it was going to be. I'm 100% impressed.
Speaking of G100s, I
Hershey's
might have
is tough
to
to
back
beat.
off since life is getting a little expensive.
I
This
understand,
month has
pal.
already been paid,
Yes.
but Persona might go away next month.
No, we understand, Willie. All of us understand that. I mean,
It's funny how
it would
in the
be too bad to have
Toblerone
Persona
review
go
you
away,
mentioned
but it's
vividly remembering the Nestle Crunch commercials. Because I always vividly remember the Toblerone
oh,
commercials.
do ya?
The punchline of those was usually the person eating it having a pointy cheek from it being in their mouth.
Oh, really? I don't know if I ever saw those. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if I ever saw those or not. That's kind of cool. Yeah, I vividly remember. Oh, well, again, when I was watching Saturday morning cartoons, those Nestle Crunch and any sugary breakfast cereal commercials were on constantly. But Willie, no worries, pal. We all understand how that goes. And as much as we love Persona, again, we completely get if that happens. Mark says, Curtis, super important question. Meatball sub or cold cut? Oh, meatball sub. Love meatballs. Oh, easy one. Good question, Mark, but an easy one. Jill says, I know Empire Jeff, Ocean Flan, Patrick, Look Fun Me, BG, Kaiser, Brother Ian, anyone I don't remember always post vids. Yes, that might take over 30 of these, posting far more vids between people. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Well, but anything else I do as far as those, Jill, would be in addition
Empire
to the
Jeff
Tuesday and
asked
Wednesday
me,
streams.
What food should Curtis try? Curtis should
let's
be
see what
trying some
Big Meaty
delicious
Claus says.
golden battered fish and chips. It's crispy, savory, and priced just right to get the most out of your doubloons. A perfect dish for a treasure seeker like 'em.
It's interesting you brought that up. I'm going to relate this right back to something Brother E and I were just talking about a moment ago. Hold on, let me grab this. Jiggy, again, thanks for the super chat. Gotta taste this chocolate salty balls. Oh, Chef's chocolate salty balls. Yeah, I want to taste them since I heard him sing about them. Bringing up fish and chips made me think of that. And it takes a while anytime you do something new with a channel, especially our channel, because it's actually harder. By the way YouTube structures things, it's not something they do on purpose, but it's just the nature of how they do it. It's actually harder to build an audience for something new on an established channel than it is to just start a new channel and try and build an audience. So if we can attract an audience to these review, snack reviews and whatever other type of reviews we decide to do, if we attract enough of an audience that the videos are doing well, I plan on taking some time and actually going to Disney just to do food reviews there and going to theme parks, going to different places, going to ballparks, any place where they have different kinds of foods, junk, whatever, and taste testing. And if I go to Disney, I guarantee you the fish and chips in England will be part of the review. I'm curious, how much of our British contingency is in here, or any doesn't have to be Britain, any place in the region, the UK and surrounding area.
Cutting it to 30 might mean I might not get the videos posted. I swear whenever I get in the stream, it feels like there's already 40 of them in the queue by the time I post mine.
Oh, I won't.
It's crazy.
I won't, I don't want to give you guys wrong impression, Big Green. I'm not talking about the Tuesday and Wednesday stream. Those are always going to stay the same. And if Tuesday and Wednesday are just slaughtered again, Thursday will be the same way as well. I'm talking about just on a random off day, if I'm like, boy, we had a lot of people still waiting to get videos in last time we did it. I got a couple hours here. I'll post the 30 stream. That's all I meant. It wouldn't be a regular thing. It would just be something to add on to it to try and let more people get it in. But I won't change the way we do or the structure of how we do them now at all. Oh, Jiggy Wow. Good call. Jiggy says, and thank you for the super chat, taste test Harry Potter jelly beans. I will. The reason that caught my attention was years ago, the first time we went to Universal, many years ago. Of course, I hadn't seen Harry Potter movies yet. You guys got me into those. But we went into Harry Potter Land, and into the store there, we had to pick up some of those jelly beans for a friend of Spaz Kids. He was a huge Harry Potter nut, and he was dying to try those jelly beans. So that just always stuck with me, and I didn't eat any. So it would be a fresh review for me. So yeah, I would definitely do them. Especially now that I've seen Harry Potter. Nifmaster said, how many different jobs do you have, roughly? You mentioned so many wildly different occupations. Past stories fascinates me. Well, a lot of them were concurrent. Because what happened was, I know, and
Harry Potter Land? It's called Britain, you weirdo.
Same thing. That's good. Oh, don't forget what I was talking about with asking if there are any English folks in here. See, what happened, Nif, is I fully admit, you guys in the younger generations are 100% correct. It is much more difficult now to do things like own a house, get ahead, basically, financially. The inflation of prices has been much more dramatic than the inflation of wages. That said, I see a lot of times where people of the younger generation have an entirely misconception about how easy we had it. And the reason I say this is because I hear people saying all the time, well, you boomers, you could just go work in a fast food joint and you were getting a living wage. No, we weren't. Because I worked in fast food joints, 2 of them, sometimes 3 of them, so I could get by. And that leads me to, I've had so many different jobs because typically I was working 2 or 3. But as far as how many have I had, of course, I did stand up for a living for a couple of years. As I was doing that, I was also wrestling, and I continued wrestling no matter what job I had. I retired after over almost 30 years with the city of Amsterdam, where I worked in transportation, and that's another reason it's different jobs. So I worked in the transportation department for a while, and then the majority of my time there in the public works department. Then within the public works department, I worked in the sanitation department. I worked in the water and sewer department. So as you see, a lot of it sounds like a lot of different positions that were really all related. But prior to that, I had experiences in working in home improvement stores. It was, I can't remember the name of the place, Allwoods. It was like one of those places that predated Home Depot and Lowe's. And I worked in fast food when I was a kid. And I've had a number of jobs to go along with whatever my main job was at the time. And Jiggy says, thank you for the super chat. The creators of Somnium Files and Danganronpa made a new game with 100 different... Really? See, now, Somnium Files, I really enjoyed. Danganronpa, in fairness, I think the concept is cool, and I like the characters. I just didn't like the execution. It dragged on too much. You had too much total, for me, just my opinion, too much totally unnecessary conversation. I didn't notice that in Somnium Files. The conversations you had kept moving the plot along. In Danganronpa, it was like, really? I have to have another conversation about this specific item of which I already know, this specific mystery of which I already know the answer? Yeah, it got tough. Excuse me. Nifmaster says, wow, I turned 40 in like 6 months and had like 2 different jobs my whole life so far. Yeah, rarely did I work just one job. And then I did things too, like, I told you I went to school I didn't get a degree, but I went to school for journalism. Had enough time in that I got a job working at a newspaper, and it took me about 2 weeks to find out that I hated working for a fucking newspaper. You're a kid. I'm thinking, I'm going to be an investigative reporter. I'm going to be Woodward and Bernstein's version of my generation. And instead you find out that you're doing things like covering planning and zoning commission meetings and rewriting the drivel that the funeral homes would send in for obituaries, and it was mind-numbingly boring. Jill says that pickle cotton candy isn't now, it's just a display. Yes, it is. At least for a while, I'm going to leave it up there. Yeah. Yes, it is. and like I say, it was nasty. It wasn't next level nasty, although the aftertaste approached being considered next level. Amy says, I keep seeing something about a mystic pickle. Are we finally getting an OnlyFans? Now, that pickle's not mystic. There's nothing special about it at all. Oh, yeah. Look Fun says a lot of news you cover as a newspaper writer is dull. Horribly. Horribly dull. Jiggy says, car sales is a great job, but damn, it does age you like crazy. Well, I mean, you can make a lot of money in car sales. You can make a lot of money in pretty much any type of sales, if you got the right situation. Kobe says, where do you get your cool shirts? All over. A lot of the anime ones were from TeePublic, but any place that has t-shirts, I always check them out when I go in. I got a bunch from Walmart. I've gotten a bunch from what the hell? Box Lunch. Any of the stores you see in malls, FYE, all those places, and I've gotten a few from Temu. I get them all over. Any place I see that's got something quirky and weird that I think is fun.
That pickle is mystifying in its unbelievable shortness.
Yeah, I guess you could call it shortness mystifying, but it's just sad, really. Waffles, thanks for the super chat. He says, what was the first anime you watched that got you into anime? Also, how about that pedo Christian show? Oh, that was horrible. How fucked up. Oh, that's got to be a 10. There's nothing any worse than that Christian show and what they did to those kids. Oh, that's an easy 10. Easy 10. And you guys got me into anime, Waffles. The gang here did. The first official anime I would have watched would have been DBZA, Dragon Ball Z Abridged. And the gang kept telling me, you gotta watch this. And I said, I don't know hardly anything about Dragon Ball. And they said, you don't need to. And they were right, of course. And it was hilarious. That got me watching the Dragon Ball Z clips that we did for a long time. That was a blast. And then the first regular anime I watched start to finish was Naruto. And it was often running from there. I don't even know. A fun, good question. He says, does the Mystic Pickle work or did it break when you threw it at the wall? I don't know. I picked it up and I set it down. I don't even know. Let's find out. Do you still work, asshole?
Not today, buddy, old pal.
This thing's starting to creep me out with how spot on
Empire Jeff asked me
how spot on the answers are. Buddy,
Buddy,
old pal, after I called him asshole.
In a galaxy not so far away, a legendary quarterback
No,
once wielded
for
the
real?
pigskin as if it were a lightsaber. Now, in the hallowed
He
grounds
deserves-
of
I mean, the
Foxborough,
guy deserves a
Patriots
statue.
prepare to unveil a statue of their hero, Tom Brady.
Wow,
As
I didn't know
fans
that.
gather like Ewoks at an indoor celebration, excitement crackles through the air. Will this monument stand the test of time or crumble like the plans of the Death Star? Only time will tell.
Is that legit, Jeff? They really are? I mean, the guy deserves it. I'm not a Patriots fan by any means, but come on. His knowledge of the game was unparalleled. Yes, it still works, but did you guys hear that? How spot on this fucking thing is? It's like he was mocking me for calling him asshole. Oh, sure. Jill, I'm sorry you had to post a super chat for that. Check your Volcano had TTS, it didn't play. It's not here, Jill. Hold on. Let me go back some. Hold on. There were a couple others there. So, there's Big Green. There's Jeff and Big Green. Oh, where the hell? Note, the last one I have for you is goodbye, everybody, from Plankton from yesterday. All right, let me look again, make sure. Okay, we've got Joker. Willie got me with that goddamn puppet again. And then Willie was talking about he might have to back off the G100. Big Green was talking about the Toblerones. And Jeff asked Mr. Krabs. Big Green was talking about cutting it to 30 minutes. And then Big Green with Harry Potter Land. Big Green with the pickle is mystifying. And Jeff, it's not here.
You need to have a Ferrero Rochero. Really,
somebody else just
quality
brought
chocolate.
it. Wow.
Also, apparently, there once something
somebody else
existed
just
called,
brought that up.
wait for it. Drum roll, please. Butterfinger
Oh,
flavored.
fuck
mayonnaise.
that. And I love Butterfingers. Are you serious? Ugh. Somebody else, I was just in the comments, and somebody else just brought up Ferrero Rocher, and definitely going to do that one. I haven't bought it yet. I've got a ton of stuff already lined up that I bought. Oh, it's just an Amazon delivery at my door. You know what else I have lined up? I don't know if you guys have seen it. It's like a I don't know how to describe it. It's just one of those chewy, rubbery type candies. It's not sours, but it's just though I can't think of the big name in those. But Shaq has something to do with them because they're called Shackalicious treats. I'm a big fan of Shaquille O'Neal. Got my doubts about Shackalicious candy though. We're gonna find out about that. Yeah, a lot of people like Ferrero Rocher, and they look fancy. Big Green says I got to try that. I'll try and remember to pick that one up next time I'm in the store. Oh, and I've got a whole bunch of different Oreo flavors coming as well, so we can try them. Tosspot says buying Ferrero Rocher makes you look rich. Gummies. Thank you, Brother E. It's the simplest words that escape me, guys. Yeah, Shaq has some gummies out. Shackalicious gummies. We gotta try them. Oh, hold on. Let me see if I can figure out what happened to Jill's super chat, too. Or not super chat, but Tangia. Waffles, thanks for the super chat. Sir Stroming review. Could I Gusher 100 sponsor one? Also, could I use one of my 2 monthly sponsors? Oh, sure. You can use them. Sure. You can use them for a game. Typically what we do, sponsorship for a game is usually 35 to 45 minutes of gameplay. A lot of times we get swept up and then it goes longer, but it's at least that. But 100% you can. I don't know. I'd have to see where I can get that. I don't even know what it is. A few people have mentioned it to me. I'd have to see if I could find it somewhere Now I'm trying to find. I want to go back to Jill. It says it's still on the queue. What are you doing, Tangia? Let me refresh the page just to make sure. Nope, I don't have any from you, Jill. Like I said, the last one I had from you was yesterday when you signed off with Plankton. Was it something you wrote, or was it just one of the interactions? Because I'll play the interaction for you if you want it played. That's no problem. Oh, it's really smelly fish. So, it's not something I'm gonna like. I'm not big, and the only reason I try and discourage those is it's one thing if it's if it was an eating challenge, but if it's fish based, I can guarantee it's not something I would like. Oh, it's bad. Yeah, I would end up not even trying it if it was that bad. I don't want to end up puking over it, because Big Green says if you open it, you basically have to run out of your house. You have to burn your house. I'm sorry, to get the smell out. You wrote it from TTS and it took your coins. What the fuck? What? Which TTS, out of curiosity, Jill? That really pisses me off. This is the first time I've ever heard of Tangia doing that. It's definitely not here. There aren't any filters on Tangia that I know of. Not that you have anything to be filtered or anyway. Jiggy, thanks for super chat. It says ribeye or pichana steak. I don't even know. I don't think I've ever had. Is that how you pronounce it? Pichana steak? I don't think I've ever had it. I love a good ribeye, but I couldn't make a call because I don't believe I've ever had that, pal. Oh, it was Volcano Head? What the hell? Because I keep thinking I was doing something wrong, but every one of them's coming right through. Brother E with the last one with their Ferrero Rocher. Butterfinger flavored mayonnaise. Oh, god damn. Shit. I'm just trying to think of where else it could have shown up. And there is no place else. It's got to be in media share on my list. No, that's not it. Stream Deck, that won't have anything to do with it. Yeah, everything else has been popping right up. Popping right up. I'm really sorry about that, Jill. I've never seen it do this before. I've never seen, in all the time we've been using Tangia, I've never seen somebody put one in and not have it come through. Excuse me. See, if it was just one of the static things, I can just play it for you, but obviously I don't have, or if it were here and not showing, I could even copy it and paste it into Volcano Head so we would know what you wanted to say, but I don't have anything here from it. Nobody else is having that issue, right? As everybody else has gone through? Because if we find out it's not just an anomaly, I'll shut this down until we figure out what's wrong with it. Oh, okay. Big Green says there are filters on Tangia TTS, but when something is filtered, the TTS just replaces the word with bleep. Besides, it's Jill. I mean, how many interactions has she posted? I mean, tons of them. So that couldn't be it. Oh, Skystone and Brian Wilson. Yeah, I saw that ruler. They both passed. Brother, he says, Curtis, you know what you should try? It's called a Rabanaditas. Rabanaditas. It's a chili spicy watermelon? Never heard of it. Wow. Jiggy says, you got to try it. I cook it more often than ribeye most of the time. I've never heard of it. Let me look it up. I don't know what that is. Oh, now it popped.
This is the Tangia testing song.
And at the beginning of this stream, I was singing to myself and realized, excuse me, I was singing a Christmas song, so that was perfect. And yes, I'm on the Tangia page, so I saw it pop up here before it even posted to the stream. So I don't know why Jill's fell down.
Okay, I left and had to come back in case someone didn't mention it. Mel Brooks just announced Spaceballs 2.
No way. Really, Willie? Spaceballs is legendary. Oh, no shit. That ludicrous speed. That's the Pichana Steaks. Huh. Yeah, never had one. That's interesting. Never heard of them before. Tangia hates me. Ah, Jill. I don't know why Tangia's being a dick to you. I hate that because it makes me feel helpless. I don't know what else I can do to... I'm just looking at my
they better fucking
control
call it Spaceballs 3 like they did in the movie.
Yeah, right. What the hell? Yeah, because everybody else's are just flying right through. I will tell you this though, Jill, if you want to, and I can even do it on your behalf. If you have issues with it, or even want to explain this to them, Tangia's support is all done through Discord, and the guy who runs Tangia there, he's known as Tangia Dan. He's all over their Discord. If you contact him, I've never seen better support. He will not only get back to you, he'll fix anything. He's really, really good. Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Tangia support. Don't try and go on, or don't try and go through Twitter or anything like that, or Tangia's site. Go right to the Discord. Because whenever I've had issue, I go talk to Tangia Dan, and boom, 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 he's right there for you. Again, if you go to their Discord, he's all over the place. He's easy to find. Okay, Joe. Let me know how you make out, though. I don't like, you guys know that. I don't like that when somebody doesn't get something they paid for. It's just like when I go away. You guys, all you guys are always so good to me. Serious. And I mean that sincerely. And especially over at the Goosh. And, you know, I always, over at the Goosh, I always give people a heads up when I'm going to be away. Because the only thing that really changes is the time of day that I typically post the videos might vary. And I'm not as quick to respond to messages and stuff. So I always let everybody know. But since day one that we had the Goosh, if I would post saying, you know, I'm getting videos done ahead, so don't worry, guys, they'll come in every day just like they're supposed to.
What about Dirty Dan?
Ah! Tangent Dan's even cooler than Dirty Dan. And every time, everybody would come back with, Curtis, don't worry about it. Just go. Don't have to make videos ahead. We'll wait to get back, which I really appreciate. But it's something for me. I don't care how much somebody's paying per month for the Goosh. The fact is, you guys are willing to part with some of your hard-earned money to watch content I create and have a lot of fun creating. I'm goddamn well going to put up all the content that you signed up for, unless there's something dire happens where I can't. But if it's just a matter of, well, I've got to make videos 12, 14 hours a day for a couple weeks, that's fine. That doesn't matter to me at all. That's something that's very important to me. Dan the Drywall Man. Yeah, there's a trailer for Spaceballs 2 earlier today. Pretty in character of Mel Brooks. That's cool. I love that movie. What the hell? Calm down, Keanu.
I'm sorry.
I never saw this one before. Easy,
What do you
Keanu.
think
It's
of
okay.
those Mexicans burning down California? If you're waving a Mexican flag, you're not American. That's what we get for letting them in. Trump needs to deport every single one. I don't even care if they're legal or not.
Oh,
enough is enough.
Yeah, I wouldn't go that far, Nick and Nails. I've always been way before this. It's always been consistent. I'm very hardline about borders. I think all countries should be. I think every country has every right to know who is within their borders, who's in the country. So if you came here illegally, I have zero issue with them being sent back home. And if you want to come back, you do it through the proper process. And people will say, well, if they're in here, they're seeking asylum. That's legal. No, there is, you come through a port of entry to request asylum. Jumping fences does not make you an asylee. So I don't have any issue with having them sent back. That said, of course, I'm not for sending people who are here illegally back.
Let's all chill out and smoke some house. Come when I got a fresh batch.
Nice, Bender. I knew you'd have a fresh batch.
It's fine if you can't post a video for whatever reason. But never grow out your hair ever again. That was horrifying.
Yeah, I'm with you, Big Green. It was fun. It was interesting to see. And I'm pleased that it still grows in as thick as it did, because I just think that's funny. But yeah, as it got longer, it's like, nah, I don't want that shit. Brother E says, I actually met Tom Brady last year. Really? He wears glasses? Yeah, I've seen him with his glasses. I didn't know that. No notification, Chrome? It figures. Oh, Chrome's here now. I can ask Chrome the question I was thinking about earlier. I was asking for anybody in the UK or surrounding regions. Chrome, when you went to Disney, did you happen to eat in, I can't think of the name of the place, but the little restaurant in England that's right on the water, the one with the fish and chips? I just wanted to get somebody from the UK region, their take on, because those fish and chips, everything is not supposed to be, it is. All the ingredients and everything are shipped over directly from Britain. So it's all true to the region. And I'm just curious what a British person, or again, not necessarily British, but a person from that part of the country who would be familiar with British fish and chips, what they thought of it. No, Rose and Crown is the big restaurant, Brother E. This is the little stand right on the water. You did go before? What did you think, Chrome? How authentic did it seem? Big Green says, oh wow, apparently it's Volcano Head causing issues. Is it because he's dead in our playthrough? Probably. He said, fuck you guys. No way, is it? Okay, Chrome's trying to remember. It's not important, Chrome. It was just a curiosity for me. So it's Volcano Head himself. Interesting. Where the hell is he? Okay, the Volcano Head TTS. All right, I'm looking at his settings right now. Pitch, volume, speed. I'm trying to create a sample with him, and it's not working. Ha ha! Glad you guys found this. Hold on, guys. It's not, you're right, it is not working. All right, total variance. Yeah, you're right. There's something up with the TTS. It won't even generate a sample. All right, TTS. Oh no, that's not the one I want.
Test 1 2. If this works, it means Volcano Head is also dead in Tangier.
That's what it is, Jill. You got it. I'm trying to work with him right now.
So there you have it, folks. It's the Volcano Head TTS. Don't use it. Wait for him to respawn.
Yeah, if I can't get it working, I don't know if I can take it down off our thing. Let me see. All right, save the changes. What? Why is and it's interesting though. Yeah, something's up. Because going through my list, Volcano Head TTS is the only one that I have a hyperlink that says edit TTS settings. Oh, let me see something here. What is this? Oh, it's the only. Ooh, all right. I'm finding something here. Hold on. Better TTS? The fuck does that mean?
Did you have a strict diet when being a wrestler and how you get your daily protein intake? I hear some eat dog food for proteins.
No, I never a different diet. You know, I had to watch what I ate, but never a strict diet. But you got to remember, I wasn't one of the pretty boys. I wasn't up there flexing and everything. I was all about hardcore, and actually carrying extra weight helped me with the bumps. I think McFoley will tell you the same thing with some of those crazy bumps. So I didn't have a strict diet, but I definitely had to watch more what I ate. And I did, well, even before wrestling, for most of my life, I worked out like a madman in the gym. So I was always big on a lot of proteins and a lot of carbs. So that didn't really change. But yes, not a strict diet, but I would watch my diet. Okay, the difference is Volcano Head is created in something called Better TTS instead of Overlay. What the hell? Calm down, Sanic. Oh, okay. Chrome says good, but not necessarily the exact same style as like your average chippy in Scotland. What's the best way to put it? It's the style of cutting the chips. There's like less potato in theirs. Ah, okay. I see Mary's Piper potatoes still good though. Their mush peas are terrible though. Interesting. Thank you, Chrome. I was just curious about that. Because I'd like to, again, get these reviews to where they're popular enough to go places and review the foods. Yeah, so the Volcano Head stuff, I've got two of them here. Ask Volcano Head and Volcano Head TTS. And they're both made with something called Better TTS as opposed to just Overlay that the others say. It might have expired or something, Jill. That could be it. It looks like if you made the same thing, but if you make it under Overlay rather than Better TTS, I think it'll work. That's the only difference. Hold on. Here's some others. Yeah, it looks like that's affecting everything made with Better TTS. Let's see if Napoleon Dynamite will work. Everything made with that Better TTS is not working. So I can get a hold of Tangia Dan right now and let him know because that's bullshit. I'm going to try testing one of the ones that's made with Overlay.
Well, we're waiting.
Yep, no problem with those. Oh, yeah. Excuse me just a second, guys. I will get right back to chat. I'm going to actually get a hold of Tangia Dan right now. Where's my Tangia page? Oh no, that's it. I just want to see the best place to post it. Okay. I'm just going to put, hey, Dan, I'm streaming right now, and all the interactions marked as, what did I say it was, guys?
I think TTS creative mode just glitched out too now. It's stuck in the queue.
Is it? Okay, that's good to know. I'm going to tell him that too. As better TTS. Are not working, but they are taking people's tokens. All right, let's see how quickly Dan gets on top of that. He was just on a couple hours ago. Oh, and Jiggy Watts. Thanks for super chat, pal. Who'd win in a fight, Homelander or Imperial Guard? Oh, Imperial Guard. I mean, Homelander's he's got some cool abilities and stuff, but come on, Imperial Guard? Nah, he ain't in that league yet. No, it wasn't just you, Jill. It's everything. It was everything marked as. I don't know if you guys can see that on yours or not. But everything marked as being created with better TTS is not working. And hopefully Dan gets to this shit. Because if it's just not working, it's like, okay, that's fine, whatever. But when it's not working and taking your tokens, then we got a problem. Well, bang, okay. Yeah, that works. That's what's important. The will bang okay work. Will bang okay. Will bang okay works. yeah, Nif Master. Trust me, I will ask him what's going to be done about people who. My guess is they are, again, I got to give them credit. Tangia, Dan takes his shit really serious. I'm there it is. I can control my body. If there's a way for him to track it and refund it, he absolutely will. At least we can bang, right? Yeah, and you know, it'd be just like me to keep talking somebody's support up, and this will be the one time it falls down. But in fairness, it's been great. Every time I've had any type of issue, he gets right back to you and lets you know.
Wrestlers eating dog food? Guys, British Bulldog was just a wrestling name. He wasn't actually a dog.
Well, kinda. Well, what? Not only him, too, Big Green. Remember, Rick Steiner, the dog-faced gremlin. I'd never heard the dog food thing. I entirely believe it though. That especially back in the day, before you had like protein bars and stuff, I could see wrestlers eating dog food. Yeah. John says, a talent or skill you wish you had? Drawing. Always wished I could draw. And I'm not saying that, you know, boy, I can draw at a 6. I wish it could be a 10. I'm saying I draw at a -7 and always wish I could just be a 5. Always wish I could. Let me check. I'll keep refreshing this because I can tell from my end if they're going to work. Because edit TTS settings. So they're all asking for assistance here. And it's still not working. Everything that is a better TTS has an option right on screen for its settings to be edited. The others do not. Yeah, that's pretty messed up right there. Let me go to where's that other page? Come on, Dan. Where are you at? I'm going to leave it right there because I put it in general, and that gets the most eyeballs. I want to make sure he sees that. The TTS creator mode just played. It took extremely long, though, for some reason. Got to be related, Big Green. Got to be. They got to be having some sort of issue, I would say. Oh, yeah, there's yours. Yeah. Wrestlers eating. Oh, okay. British Bulldog was just a wrestling name. That one's the one that took forever? Gotcha. Well, we'll hang with the stream for a little while longer, too. The only thing I have... Well, not the only thing. I have a couple videos I have to make yet today. But aside from that, is I got to order a pizza because Brother E posted all those freaking pizza reviews yesterday. And I've been dying for pizza ever since. Insert creative name here. It says Latinas or Asians. What's your flavor of choices? I just, there's nothing better than women. I mean, I just have the utmost admiration for them. Think they are just the absolute pinnacle of beauty and grace. That said, if I had to pick one or the other, I've just always been absolutely fascinated by the complexions of Asian women. How they have that almost porcelain doll, like it's like they don't have pores. So if that's a determining factor, it would be Asians. No, that was a legit answer. Insert creative name here. Oh, I'll give a politician answer every now and then, but that's legit. I just have nothing but admiration for women. I'm somebody. You'd be surprised how many women it takes aback. You guys know me. I'm not old school about much at all. Actually, most old school stuff I think is stupid. But I always hold the door open. You know, like and it even drives my stepdaughter. Even drives her nuts. She's 44 now. But yet, if we go somewhere, I open her car door before I get in. She goes, "Oh, don't do that." It's like, shut up and get in the car. I just have nothing but admiration for women. Look Fun says, I agree with you, Curtis, about Asians. Yeah, it's stunning to me how many, I mean, you can't stereotype everybody, but in general, how they have that flawless skin. It's just crazy. Kobe says, try Hawaiian pizza would make for an interesting review. Well, my wife loves Hawaiian pizza, Kobe. So we've had it in the house a lot. I've tried it. I don't mind ham on pizza. I just don't like pineapple. I not only don't like pineapple, it's not something I hate, but it's not something I care for. But putting it on pizza, I think, is just being a pizza fanatic. I think it should be against the law. Women are pretty based. They are indeed, Big Green. Not like anybody else. I mean, no matter what group you might admire, you can get bad in with the good. But just because of that feeling, I tend to have more initial respect for women than I do guys. I heard Korean singers bleach their skin look fun. That could be. I don't know. That could be. Yeah, the one time Curtis talks about and praises Danny goes MIA. The irony. Yeah, let me check Discord. Yeah, nothing yet. Come on, Dan. Oh, of course, it's entirely possible too, guys. He's not responding because they're working on it. They're usually pretty on top of things. Could be they're aware and they're frantically trying to get it fixed right now. Let me check in the Discord too. He didn't make an announcement about it, right? No new ones there. No new ones there. No, he doesn't. There's no announcements in the Discord. But if we get done streaming before he gets back to me, in the next stream, I'll let you guys know what happened. Yeah, probably, brother. Again, they are usually very, very responsive. Jill says, I've only lived in Vietnam. Really? My second country for a few years before I moved to Canada. And I can tell you it feels different. Oh, I can imagine. I can imagine so, Jill. Yeah. Interesting. Really? I didn't know that, Mr. Mason. He says, pineapple pizza is Canadian, in case you folks didn't know. I live in the city where it was introduced. Really? No, I didn't know that. You silly Canadians. I thought for sure you'd put maple syrup on the pizza. Turbo says, I discovered Curtis through the New Day Cigs commercial. Really? That's cool. That's cool. Blame Canada, right, Crow? Yeah, I'm not a fan. I just don't think it works together. And again, not just because I don't like pineapple. I just think the combination of pineapple and pizza just ain't it. I got lost, Joe. She said, why would I do that? I didn't see what the conversation was. RCR says, just saw an added trailer for Spaceballs 2. We were just talking about it. We were just talking about that, RCR. I hadn't seen it. The gang just told me. Well, actually, Jeff posted interaction talking about the Spaceballs 2 upcoming. Man, look fun says, maple syrup on pizza. Turbo says, I was in one of your comedy night videos on Xbox 360. Wow, those were good old days. When I was a kid, and you actually were making fun of my voice because I was a squeaker. Oh, yeah, we used to... Spaz Kid used to get that all the time when we would, in the early days of the channel, when he was a squeaker. And we would go on trolling on Call of Duty. And they would torture him about being a squeaker. Oh, Jill, I don't put maple syrup in my pizza. That would be, yeah. No. Mr. Allnighter says, are you going to see the new I Know What You Did Last Summer movie? Probably not, Mr. Allnighter. I don't have anybody to go to scary movies with. My wife's terrified of them, won't have anything to do with them. Brax will go. He's not a fan of them, though. And when we lived in New York, a woman who was staff in our house, a young lady, she's an absolute sweetheart. She became basically a member of our family, Carrie. She loved them. So the only time I had somebody to go with was when I was up there, and Carrie and I would go. We went and saw both the It movies and everything. But now it's not, I'm somebody, I don't mind doing anything alone. I'll go to the movies alone. But that's not a big enough title to me to go alone. I might check it out when it streams or something. Mr. Mason says we watched the Naked Gun reboot with Liam Neeson as the son of Frank Drebin from the original trilogy. Again, I don't know that's big enough for me to make a trip to the theater, but I'll definitely watch it.
Fucking schizophrenic. It's pizza, which is Italian. It's made in Canada. It was created by a Greek chef, and it's named after Hawaii. Let's see how long this creative mode takes to post.
Oh yeah, how long did it? How long did it, Big Green? But you're right. What's that, Jeff? Thanks for the super chat, pal. There was a massive recall of eggs sold at Walmart. Uh-oh. That's where I buy my eggs. They have, my wife and I are both, especially her, we love eggs for breakfast. So Walmart has this box of 5 dozen eggs. It's a good deal. You buy them in that bulk, you get a really good price on them. So I always buy those. I just bought them not too long ago. It was almost instant this time? Okay, cool. The last one must have been some hiccup. Good. Okay, good to know, Big Green. So as near as I can tell, the only real issue we're having, hold on a second here, is with those better TTS ones. Yeah, the issue's still there. Nothing from Dan yet. I will, like I say, in the next stream, next time we're all together, I will let you guys know what Dan said. And ironically, a Blue Ranger, thank you for the super chat, says, have you heard of Naruto Unhinged? No. Is that a, like, fan-made animation or something? I haven't heard of that one. Insert creative names here. It says Latinas have better tits. That's why I like them. I think you're right. I think there are probably more, percentage-wise of the population, probably more big-busted Latinas. Yeah, I'll give you that one. Because a lot of the Asian women are very, very slim. I haven't seen the new Superman trailer yet. Look fun. I have not. Do you know, Tyler? It's funny you say that. He says, do you like Kill Bill Volume 1 or 2 more? Not too long ago, Brax's fiance and I were talking movies. And that randomly came up. And I remember telling them, you know what movies I always thought I would like and never got around to watching? Was Kill Bill. So I don't know. I never did get around to watching them. And they always looked like something I would really enjoy. And ironically says it's a parody of Naruto like DBZ. Oh, okay. So, so it's an abridged? Naruto Unhinged. I don't think I didn't see that. I have to turn to the crew here on unironically. I don't think I saw that, did I? Naruto Unhinged? I don't remember it. Hey, Doc, good to see ya. Brother E says apparently Goldberg is coming back this week and will beat Gunther for the World Championship. That's why Jay lost the belt. No, they're going to bring Goldberg back and just immediately put the strap on? I believe they would do that. I didn't. Okay, thank you, Chrome. I know you guys are my memory for me. Seriously, I'm at a loss. I didn't think I had, but I can never rule it out. Has the chat on stream froze? What the hell is going on? Yes, it has. All kinds of issues today. I didn't even notice that. What is going on today? God damn. All right, I'm going to change that. All right, I just tried something. Let's see if when it comes back up, if it comes back up timely. This is just, I don't know what's going on today. And that's a Streamlabs failing. So we got Streamlabs and Tangia failing on the same day. Oh, so it was still only showing the Tangia stuff. How is that possible? Let me check the properties of the chat box. Theme, always show messages. I just tried something else. Let me see what happens. Yeah, there's a surprising limited number of settings on all those Chrome. So the upside to that is it's easy to go through them. The downside is, yeah, exactly. That's sad. Look fun. It says, how can YouTube be better than Streamlabs and Tangia? Yeah, nothing's working on the chat box today. That I think is just. Why would it only be reading? Because Streamlabs is directly connected to our YouTube channel. So why the hell would it be able to read Tangia and not the YouTube channel? This is so weird. Oh no. Chrome says, so apparently there's someone in LA right now putting MAGA stickers on protesters' cars. So the protesters end up destroying their own cars. Oh, shit. That's an all-time troll, though. Oh, man. Yeah. Joe says, today's stream got to be like Tang and chat problem breakdown stream. You're not wrong. Higurashi says, don't you love technology? Typically, yes. Today, no. And let me see. Still nothing from Dan? No, nothing.
Yo, science dude, why the hell did some character break down from TTS, huh? Was it like bad vibes in the code or some freaky AI meltdown? Because, man, that voice tech just straight up messed with their head. Yo, ain't normal, bitch.
Well done. Now, that one went right through. Jesse Pinkman. But, again, as I said, guys, it's all the ones that were created. I don't even know what that means. But it's all the ones that were created with something called Better TTS. Let me search Jesse. And I can see which. Oh, no, wait. But that one's Better TTS. How did that work? Are you fucking kidding me? How could that one be working when the others aren't? This is so freaking weird.
Skill issue.
Yeah. Actually, I wish it was look fun, because then I could get somebody with better skills than me to tell us what to do.
Messages are not playing. The ones that are playing take a long time. Tangia Dan is not responding.
Nope.
I'm having the worst week recently. Everything is fucking lovely. We're in fucking Legoland right now. I'm having a beer.
I'm a good man. Good man. Do the right thing. Yeah, guys, I wish I could do something for that. I've checked all the settings. There's absolutely nothing that's off. It's all the same as it always is. Always show messages. Yeah, there's nothing left in settings. Wow, that's bad. We never have this shit going on. YouTube chat's working unironically. It's just that Streamlabs is not picking it up. Yep. It's just the Tangia stuff. That's all that we can get. I wonder if it's not that it's Tangia. Maybe it's just because it's a bot. Maybe it's only picking up bot messages. Now see, Streamlabs support not like Tangia's usually. I could tell Streamlabs that, but by the time they get back to me, it'll already have fixed itself. YouTube
Streamlabs Tangia.
Right. Death comes for all of us eventually, I guess. But that's what it is, guys. It's those better TTS things. They are not working at all. I used to have, I think they took that away. There used to be a thing where I can test post to the stream.
Maybe because I created it when I upgraded my tier to level 7, where I can create more than one TTS, which is Volcano Head. But when my level goes down to 1, it's not available anymore.
I don't think so, Joe, because it's not just ones you created.
And the Twitch door is somewhere off screen.
Yeah. It's not just ones you created. Anything created with better TTS is not working. Let me see. I'm sending a test right now on Volcano Head. Let's see if it shows up at all. Tests take longer than if you guys put them through. Nope. We gonna get nothing. All right, let me test. Oh, you know what it is? Oh, I'm stupid. It's all the TTS. Yep, it is. It's all the TTS. The other ones that are working aren't TTS. Yeah, the text-to-speech. Yeah, because now this'll work just fine, I'll bet. Let me test this one.
Oh, I don't think I'm a lot dumber than you thought that I thought I was once.
That's what you guys are right. It's all TTS. It is just the... Okay, it's all TTS. They're all down. Better TTS or not, so to speak. Yeah. We can... Actually, Tran, we got a long way into Ask Me Anything before we started having... let's see if we can fix Tangia time. Austin says, I love Umaga. Just curious, what is the one wrestler that annoys you? For me, it's JBL. He was a terrible worker, not great as an announcer. I have an issue with JBL just because I don't like the liberties he took with a friend of mine in the ring. A couple of close friends of mine, my best friend in the business, as a matter of fact, were wrestling a tag team match against him and Farouk. And JBL's known for beating up on greeners. Everybody knows that. My buddy Dave, he knew it. But at one point in the match, it's on YouTube. Fix it, fix it, fix it, fix it, fix it, fix it.
Better TTS? More like worse TTs.
Yeah.
Sorry, I ran out of funny juice.
That's okay. We understand, Sonic. It's okay. But he in the middle of that match, he kicked my buddy in the kidneys like fucking hard for no reason other than that he's a douchebag. And I don't like bullies. We all know he's a bully. So, yeah, I don't care. I don't care for him. I'm not sure what you mean, brother. There are 9 reports from the last hour alone. Reports on what? I'm lost. A big wow. Yeah, there was no reason for it. I'd play WWE. I want this stream to be able to go to VOD, and WWE, you know how they are. They grab it. I can probably grab that point of the match. Let me see if I can find it quick, and I'll play it for you guys. I've got to end the stream fairly soon anyway, but let me see if I can find that match. Versus, let's see, that's, oh yeah, here it is. Okay. I'm going to pull up just that part of the match where he does that. And Ron Simmons, Farouk, he was, as he always is, he was great. Let me just find that segment because I don't want to. There it is. Hold on a second, guys, and I'll post it for you. This little clip here, I think we can get away with that without YouTube giving a shit. All right, let me shrink the screen down. Now, this JPL in the ring right now, the guy he's working is my buddy Dave. The guy on the outside is my buddy JP. 2 great guys. Super guys. Now, watch this kick. And the only reason he does this kick is to be an asshole. And when he was an All-American nose guard at Florida State, watch him. Why? Why? Right in an area where you could actually do some damage, too. Hey, listen, I'm a big believer in the I'm going to hit you really hard in safe spots. That's not a fucking safe spot, you asshole. And there's no reason for that. These guys are nothing but professional. Fuck him. After that, I had no respect for him. Fuck him. So that right there is why I do not like Farouk. Oh, okay. Now over at Discord, somebody else responded to my post, said, "Yeah, I'm in the same boat. Only the test notification is working. I can't even get that to work." All right, so others are seeing it too, guys, not just us. Yeah, that was terrible. Oh, Google server issues? Could be. There's an outage, so that could be, yes. It could be. Higurashi, you can't really... It was a tough spot for Dave. You can't really... You don't want to give him a receipt because at the time, you know, they were younger. Dave and JP were hoping to get into the WWE at some point. If it happens on the indie circuit, yeah, you got to give a receipt. But if he'd have gotten up and punched JBL, if he potatoed him, that's it. He would have no chance. That's the business. I agree with you, but it would be the wrong thing to do. And again, Dave and JP understand. They knew, you know, they're greeners. Good chance they're going to get roughed up a little bit. It's the nature of the business. But guys do it with chops, really heavy forearms across the back, things like that. In other words, hit you really hard, as I said, in safe places. Getting kicked in the fucking kidneys like that is just being an asshole. And especially if you watch that whole match, I mean, Dave and JP handled it perfectly. There were no issues. There was no reason for them to take a beating. Now, in fairness to those guys, Dave and JP told me they went back after the match, and again, they're ultra professional. They went right up to Farouk and Bradshaw, said, "Thank you so much for the match, and it was so cool to get to work with you guys," and we're showing them all the respect. And they said Bradshaw laughed a little, and he was a little contrite about it. I was like, hope the kick didn't hurt. But yeah, in hindsight, fuck you, dude. Do that to somebody. Let's see. And ironically, by it, I mean Naruto Unhinged. I guess. Oh, would I have to join your Patreon for you to watch it? You know, it's not necessarily that you have to sponsor it. It's just that with the stuff I'm doing right now on the YouTube channels, my friend, it really wouldn't fit in because this channel is sticking, at least for now, and hopefully for the foreseeable future, is sticking with the review videos. And Grandpa Curtis is all about cartoons. For whatever reason, everybody over there just loves the cartoon reactions. Brother, he says, Bradshaw has always been a dick. Truth. It was nice seeing Bart Gunn knock his lights out. Yeah, and for somebody who's a bully, he doesn't have a great record when push comes to shove. Steve Blackman almost killed him. And if they hadn't pulled Steve Blackman off him, by all accounts of the guys that were there, Bradshaw would have been in the hospital in a lot of trouble because Blackman was a legit badass. One of the announcers, I think, knocked Bradshaw out. He hasn't done that well. Stevie Richards beat the shit out of him for what he did to Blue Meanie. And Stevie Richards would have loved for that to have turned into a shoot, and Bradshaw wouldn't do it. He just took his beating. So for somebody who wanted to be a tough guy, his record doesn't back it up. Joey Styles, that's what it was. Thank you, Tram. Yes, Joey Styles knocked him out. And I say Stevie Richards gave him a horrific beating, and Bradshaw just took it. Joey Styles, yes, you guys are right. Chrome says might have to do with all the reboots and revivals. Gumball, Adventure Time, regular show, even Steven Universe getting a spin-off. It sounds awful, really? Could be. So like I say, and ironically, it's not that I wouldn't want to do it. It just really doesn't fit in what we're doing now. Nah, Look Fun says, sounds like wrestlers just hate Bradshaw. In fairness to him, I know I've had the opportunity to work with a lot of guys that worked with him. When he's not doing the bully shit, he's a good guy. Most of the guys do like him. All I'm saying is, in that business, there's always going to be dust-ups, especially if you're a bully. And his record in those dust-ups is not good, because, again, Blackman was going to destroy him. Joey Styles knocked him out. Stevie Richards took care of him in the ring, and he didn't do anything. He was more of a bully than a genuine tough guy. And as you said, Bart Gunn knocked him silly. Joey was a good commentator. I liked him, Basalts. I liked him. I've never had a schnitzel, Jill. No. I've ordered one before and asked for barbecue sauce, and a German Austrian looked at me angry, made me scared as fuck. Hey, yeah. That's a funny story, though. I could picture that happening. I've never had a schnitzel, no. And it sounds like something I would probably like. That could be something we could do, too, in the future with these food reviews. Because I would like to try a schnitzel. Hardest hit I ever took, Joe? There's a couple. Hardest safe hit I ever took was, believe it or not, Road Warrior Animal, I think. I got to work with him on an indie show. I've told you guys the story before. And he just got a little, he said to himself, oh, sorry about that, brother. Got a little charged up. He hit me so hard with a clothesline, I went into a different dimension. But as far as the most damaging shot I ever took was that night that I thought it would be a really good idea to get hit with that manure shovel. That knocked me unconscious on contact. Just whack. And the guys in the back said, because we had a little monitor in the back, and they said even people who weren't paying attention to the monitor, when I got hit with that shovel, everybody stopped. Because they said it sounded like you took a sledgehammer and hit a watermelon. It just went thud. And they said it was so sickening that everybody in the room stopped and looked like, what the fuck just happened? Ron Simmons loves JBLs. A lot of the guys do, Basalt. And you know, if I'm going to criticize a guy for what he did that irritated me, in fairness, he does not have a bad reputation among other wrestlers, other workers. So I mean, you know, if we're gonna be fair to him. Oh, okay. Hold on a second. Alex says this is over at Discord. Hey, there is currently a major outage impacting GCP, Cloudflare, and some of our other service providers. We're speaking to them now to get services back up. Okay, that's it, guys. There's an outage. Okay, so that explains it. I just responded to him. So there is an outage, guys. That's what's doing it. He says that the outage is with GCP, Cloudflare, and other servers. It is Google related, right? Right. So it is the Google server. Yeah, you had it, Chrome. You had it. Okay, so that's cool. Unironically, Blue Raspberry says you were into martial arts as a teenager, right? I studied. I was fortunate enough to come across a lot of people who were masters in certain martial arts and got instruction. I never took a lot of formal instruction. I did some. I took some classes, but most of it was in gyms. I was in boxing gyms. That's where I learned Muay Thai, things like that. But MMA leagues wasn't really much of a thing back then. Not at all. Nope. If the UFC was a thing back then, do you think you would have done MMA instead of pro wrestling? Oh, I would have tried MMA. There's no doubt. It's fascinating to me. I would have loved to have tried it. I don't think instead. I think along with, because I loved wrestling from the time I was a kid. So I don't think it would have precluded me from doing it. But I would have definitely tried MMA along with wrestling. What's your biggest regret or one of your biggest regrets? I'd have to think hard on that. I try not to have a lot of regrets.
Gotcha.
And I know that's easy to
Liar.
say.
Bruce Lee taught you. Admit it.
Oh, man. That would have been an ass beating of all time. Because the one thing in boxing, any street fights, I always had way more trouble dealing with fast guys than I did strong guys. Bruce Lee would have eaten my freaking lunch. JBL's clothesline was awesome, Kobe. But as far as regrets, the only reason I say I don't say things I don't mean. That's always been a rule for me. Even in an argument, I will take a moment to think things through before I say something. Because I think that creates regrets if you don't do that. So if I say it, I mean it. Now, that's not to say I've never said anything I shouldn't have said. I don't know if that's a regret other than a correction. And I will apologize if I've said something based on something I thought to be facts that were not. But I don't regret it because I said those things based on what I thought was the case at the time. So I really... And yes, I think we all have regrets, and I'm sure I do. I just have to think harder about it. Basalt says speed is your weakness, so you couldn't take Sugar Ray Robinson. What I had to do, like in boxing, Basalt, with the speed guys, I had to try and corner them. It was mostly heavyweights I fought, so I was short, so I had to stay low, and I would just try and work them back into corners so I could throw bombs. Yeah, speed was not my thing. Sometimes we say or do things in the moment that we regret later. Yeah, Mr. All-Nighter. And it was just something I was fortunate enough to, just through my own life experiences, something that I dealt with early on and decided I don't want to deal with that anymore. I'm gonna think things through before I say them. Mortem says your single biggest regret is eating that Reese's cup that made you ill. You might be onto something there. It might be. It's going to be up there. That is a regret. My favorite wrestler growing up, Kobe, Bruno Sammartino. Oh, I was such a Bruno nerd. And I will tell you guys this. You know how they tell you never meet your idols because you'll be disappointed? No. got to meet him many years later, just a few years before he passed. It was at the when the Hall of Fame was in Amsterdam, New York. The night before, we're doing a show for the Hall of Fame inductions, and I was there at work. I think I had an injury. I wasn't on the show, but I was helping the guys. I was helping put the show together. And I come out it was held in a hotel. And I come out in the lobby of the hotel, and there's Bruno sitting by himself in a hallway there. And I went over and introduced myself, and it was the greatest interaction as far as somebody that I idolized I've ever had in my life or will ever have. He was the nicest man you could ever want to meet. Just as casual and cool. And I was telling him how I was 10 years old when he lost the title to Koloff. I said, Bruno, and he told me call him Bruno because I was calling him Mr. San Martino, of course. I said, Bruno, I cried. He goes, oh, were you there? And I said, no. I said, my family couldn't afford to go to the matches and everything. I said, but it made the papers the next day, and I was devastated. He goes, he said, I was walking to the back after that, because that was Bruno's idea to lose the belt after almost 8 years. He said, and I saw the people. He said, and there were people crying in their seats. And he said, I turned to Arnold Skolin, was his manager. He said, I turned to Arnold, and he said, did I do the right thing? He said, I just wanted a break. I just wanted a rest. But then I felt bad, he goes. But then we chatted for quite a while. And now I just lost my studio. Well, YouTube does that to me all the time. And then another wrestler, Dominic DiNucci, came in while we were talking. And they were good buddies from way back. And so he came over and he said hi to Bruno. So I wanted to excuse myself. I said, Bruno, so nice talking to you. I'm going to let you catch up with Dom. I'll get out of here. And he goes, no, come here. He says, Dom, this is my new friend. And he says, Curtis, what was your real name? I told him my real name, and it couldn't have been a better experience. I'll always cherish it.
Never you have a wegweddy spaghetti uwu.
Oh.
Tilda.
Never have a regretty
I'm sorry
spaghetti.
I posted that.
I thought you might be. Harkwinder says, that's good. Power scaling son or shipping daughter? Let's go power scaling son. Critter name here says, who wins, John Jones or Tom Aspinall? It's hard to pick against John Jones against anybody. It really is. Jesus Christ. Oh, really? Jill says, never meet your heroes. Literally made me meet my biggest star, Tara Strong, the voice actor of many cartoon characters. That's cool. I couldn't have had more of an opposite experience than that saying. He was just the best. Just the absolute best. Such a nice man. Tsunami says, I met Billy Gunn, my favorite wrestler, and he was the biggest sweetie pie ever. I've heard that about him. I almost got to meet him. Something happened. I had a show I was going to do, and I had a conflict or something. I couldn't do it, and Billy Gunn was on it. I know a lot of people that worked with Billy for years, and I've never heard a bad word about him. Pretty much everybody loves Billy. He's a really, really chill guy. Hey, Spaz Kid's here, and he does scale with power. Called it. Good to see you, Brax. Tram says, favorite heel out of Ivan Koloff, Ernie Ladd, or Billy Graham? Oh, do you know Billy Graham is the first wrestler's autograph I ever got? I don't know, 12, 13. I think he was on his title run. So maybe a little older. 14, 15. But anyway.
Stop. You violated the law. Work, you stupid volcano head, or I'll violate.
Tell him. We'll get the guards on his ass. That'll get shit worked out.
Is the Adult Home 69 reaction coming? And please set a P.O. box up so we can send you snacks to try and live stream.
I will probably do that eventually. I've got so many backed up right now that you guys have suggested.
You have a strict diet when being a wrestler, and how you get your daily proteins. I hear some
Not
eat
strict.
dog food for proteins.
Oh no, wait. Are these all playing now? Because we already talked about that one. So it's just I think it's that
I can taste it on my tongue.
I think they're coming through now, guys.
Ketchup.
I love that scene. I think we caught up with some of them. Now hold on, I lost track of what I was answering. Shit, I lost where I was. I'm sorry, guys. Oh, the Billy Graham story. I didn't actually get to meet him, but my ex-brother-in-law was a competitive power lifter.
What in the flying fuck is happening?
I don't know. I think it's just as those servers are coming back up, Big Green. I think. He was working out at a gym in Albany, New York, and the wrestlers were in town for a show, and he saw Billy Graham there, so he got his autograph for me. There's the ascending hot dog.
Halt, citizen. Explain this madness. Why did Volcano crumble like wet parchment after conversing with that Tangia TTS contraption? Was it sorcery, madness, by the nine?
I'll have inches before sundown. I think we're coming back online. Empire Jeff asked me, why is the NFL the No Fun League? The notorious No Fun League moniker. The NFL, in its infinite wisdom, has historically embarked on a crusade to quash any semblance of exuberant celebration. Wow! He's 100% right. Chewy knows his shit. For the visceral joys of touchdowns and victory dances, the league often attempts to sterilize the spectacle with imposing solemnity. Perhaps the hypersensitivity to theatrical jubilation deprives it of its joie de vivre. Yeah. Well said. Very well said.
For some reason, I can't remember much, but I met the spokesperson from Subway.
Oh no! Oh
when
no!
I was a kid.
I think a lot. Yeah. I think you might not be alone there, Patrick. I think there might be a number of repressed memories around that particular spokesperson. Brother, he met The Rock a few months ago. That's cool. Let's see. You met David Howard Thornton, who played Arthur the Clown. I met the actor who played Tokyo Ghoul Ken. Art the Clown, okay. Very cool. Chewy does know his stuff, Jeff. Good old Jared. Yes, Jill. Good old Jared. The creator of footlong sandwiches and repressed memories. Kane, Glenn Jacobs is a renowned nice guy. Glenn Jacobs is just known as one of the kindest people you'll ever meet. Well, so at least we know what it was, guys. It was just a server issue. The Billy Graham story, that's all there was to it. Just that he was my first, the first wrestler I ever got an autograph from. I didn't get to meet him. Like I say, my brother-in-law did.
Jesus Christ, that was some horror movie suspense with how slow Patrick is talking.
I know.
When I heard Subway, I thought, oh no.
Yeah. It's terrible. And I don't feel sorry for them, but Subway will never, ever shake that connection with that fucking creep. Who's the most famous person you met in your life? Oh boy, I don't know. A lot of wrestlers, and then.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Hey Curtis, how disturbing was that pedo-Christian TV show?
Unbelievably.
1 to 10.
Also, that came through again.
Surströmming review.
Yeah, okay, so now stuff is coming through that people were trying to get through earlier. As I said, that's a solid 10. My wife busts my balls because I'm such an asshole, and I am, that a lot of times when I meet people, it's a combative thing. I told you guys, David Hasselhoff wanted to fight me. And Bobby Knight, the famous basketball coach, gave me the ultimate stink eye glare down right in the middle of a basketball game because I'm an asshole. Can't help it. I've often told her if I wasn't an asshole, I really wouldn't have a personality at all. No, Subway will never be the same again after Jared. You're right, Jill. They're never going to shake that. Brother, he says even Logan Paul was pretty decent. Then CM Punk. Punk was just a dickhead. I made a few occasions. I've heard from other people Punk can be prickly to say the least. Logan Paul, I think, and I'm not a fan of the Paul brothers. Don't get me wrong, but I do think Logan Paul seems to be making a concerted effort to mature and be a more decent person. Kaz says, do you plan on watching Star Wars Episode 2? No plans on it right now, Kaz. I'm not doing any movies, so nothing planned right now. What did I do to get on David's bad side? I was an asshole. I was just a douche to him. It was at the what do they call that fair? The State Fair in Massachusetts, the Big E Fair. Yeah, I got to see Sonic 3. I'm dying. I know. I got through the first two. Everybody says 3 is best, and then I got away from doing the movies. No plan to start streaming later in the day, sweet dude, but I do plan on trying, as I told the gang before, of throwing some later day streams in wherever I can. Sweet dude says, I would definitely not say Logan is maturing. No. I don't know. Maybe there's stuff going on that I haven't seen. Is he still pulling skips? See, that's entirely possible, Chrome. Oh! There it is. All right, so we're back. Volcano Head, are you with us, pal?
Jill Snacks asked me.
There it is, Jill.
What should Curtis try for his snack food review by Azura, glorious connoisseur of cuisine? Might I suggest the crispy skeever tail? Or perhaps a sweet roll dipped in moon sugar glaze?
Ooh, moon sugar glaze sounds good.
Taste the thrill, the crunch,
the madness of flavor.
What say you, brave snacksmith? By Azura, by Azura, by Azura. Curtis, the snack connoisseur of legends. How about something truly adventurous, like the elusive ghost pepper popcorn?
Oh, no.
It'll have you and your taste buds diving off cliffs of fiery delight. Or perhaps a daring plunge into the realm of pickle-flavored cotton candy.
Yeah.
For the fearless eater like you, Curtis, only the most epic snacks will do.
That's good. By Azura, by Azura. Yes, Volcano Head is back.
Speaking of creeps, did you hear R. Kelly is pleading to get let out of prison? Because
Jesus
inmates
Christ.
are plotting to kill him? He's scared shitless.
As well he should be.
Ah, shit, I should have said scared pissless.
Yeah. Yes, that would.
Hello, I am Tangia.
Yeah.
I am not allowing
don't have any
Jill's
sympathy for him.
messages through because I am big dumb wee head and I'm probably on a list.
Jill, we found out why. Because Tangia is big dumb wee head. You guys are funny. Oh, did you have another posting of that? Let me see if I can find it, Jill. I'll try and... Are you kidding? Guys, the system's screwing up. I can't see what I have come... There! It just loaded. I don't see the next one.
Old man.
I'm waiting. I don't see another one, Jill. It's on replay. I don't have any that are pending. They're all on replay. Yeah, everything's on replay. So I don't have any listed as pending right now.
Oh, Tangia runs on Windows 95. What a surprise. You big dumb wee head.
You big dumb wee head. That's right, Al. I can close Discord up now. We got our answers there. All right. Well, that's good. At least everything started working again. Tram says Logan Paul is a natural heel and a wrestling prodigy. He is. I gotta give him credit. He's done a great job with his wrestling. Little beyond that, except for the business with the corpse in Japan. Yeah, I mean, he really has done well with his in-ring work. I
This
was
is a
surprised
sample
by
of what
that.
my voice sounds like. I am not real. Are you real?
There's the one I tried to post ages ago. See, they're just trying to load up. Now, let me see what's here. Okay, I saw that. Now, did we see this one? We saw.
I'm waiting.
Yeah, we saw Kaz's.
Ah, shit! This whole time Tangia was having issues and nobody thought to post this.
Oh, what's that? Truth. That's right, Big Green. Are you going to do any more?
I also met funny YouTuber EDP45 when I was
know him.
12. I can't remember that one either.
That's like I say. That's why I try and say, especially if when we're going someplace like Disney, I can't stress it enough. If you guys see me, please come up and say something. The one time it did startle my wife was in Disney though, because we're in one of the stores. I can almost pick. Oh, it was in Hollywood Studios, one of those stores on the main drag, and I hear somebody behind me going, "Cut this." Like that, and it took a second to realize it was for me, and I turned around. This little dude, probably late teens, early 20s, little Asian guy, and I can't do the accent. He was Korean, but he's talking, oh, I watch your channel all the time, blah, blah, blah. I had a nice little chat with him and everything, but it startled my wife to no end, because she couldn't figure out what he was saying. She turned around, because she heard somebody saying Curtis, and then there's a little, she goes, and she's right, she goes, I know what an asshole you can be. I'm never sure if somebody's about to stab you or something. I said, well, if that's the case, just get away so you don't get stabbed too. He was a super nice kid. And then I ran into our friend who sells churros at Disney. He still comes into the chat every so often. What's that? Oh, did he give you a cupcake?
Jill Snacks asked me, what should Curtis try for his snack food review? By Azura, glorious connoisseur.
Ah, shit! Now it came
Might
up.
I suggest the crisp.
I tried to skip it, Joe. I don't know if it'll refund it or not. It just popped up. Boy, they are lagging. Hopefully it'll refund it. Sweet Dude said you said it's a drive instead of a fly, but how long a drive? It's about 8 hours. Almost 8 hours right on the nose. Plus whatever you stop for gas. And my wife and I like to get there, so we'll just bring a little something to snack on the car, so with us in the car, and then it's just stops for gas and to go pee. And the car I bought shortly after we moved down here was with that in mind. I bought a little Mitsubishi Mirage, because that's what, one of the reasons we're down here is we love Disney. We wanted to be able to go down there and do it cheaply. So on the highway, I get about 42 miles a gallon. So we don't have to stop a lot. Maxwell Invasion? Unironically, a blue raspberry says one thing about Naruto Unhinged though is because it's more recent abridged series, they don't use human voices. They use AI voice. Oh, do they?
5 p.m. EDT. Test.
Ah, you're right there.
Big fat titties test.
Ooh. I was like big fat titties. Yep, 425. You got it. So that one's in. Now when you put them in now, at least they're posting immediately. Yeah, we don't mind the drive at all, Sweet Dude. So my wife and I enjoy just hanging out and talking on the drive, so it doesn't bother us at all.
Jill Snacks asked me, what should Curtis try for his snack food?
Why does it keep trying to do that again? Stop it, Volcano Head. I'm keeping that page right in front of me so I can nip it in the bud. Jill says, I never asked you this, but have you been on a Disney cruise? I have not, and we really, really want to. I'm actually planning to go next year with my niece. All the reviews I've heard on it, Jill, and not from Disney fans, but from cruise fans, say that they're amazing. The Disney cruises are so good. And my wife and I really, really want to do one. Look Fun says, do you sightsee along the way to Disney? No, not really. Just because we're anxious to get there. You know, we don't get to go that often, and we just enjoy it so much. We just want to get there. There's not really a lot to see along the way. You know, it's down through South Carolina, a little bit of Georgia, and into Florida. Yeah, Brother, he says the new cruise is really good. I've never heard anything but good things about Disney cruises.
I feel happy. Way! Oh, Gnusk.
Gnusk. I think
Brother E asked me.
I think he had an aneurysm at the end there.
To work properly because I fucking suck. By Azura, by Azura, by Azura. Fear not, for even in the depths of malfunction, we shall prevail. Perhaps it's the curse of Windows 95 rearing its head, but worry not. I shall cheer you on from the sidelines, clapping enthusiastically for every step towards functionality. Oh, the thrill of overcoming adversity. Together, we shall conquer this technological tempest.
Well said, Volcano Head. That was a quality rant right there.
Speaking of creeps, did you hear R. Kelly? Nah, I'm just fucking with you. My message is not repeating, you bitch.
Oh, shit. that was good. That was well played, Big Green. Brother, he says, what's the first thing you're doing once you reach Disney? Typically, every time we go, first thing we do, my wife loves Cinderella Castle. So we go into Magic Kingdom and do a walk around, and she gets to see her castle. Plus, we love one of our favorite restaurants there is another name that won't come to me. It's one of the restaurants in Magic Kingdom, and oh, god damn it! Okay, now I got to look it up because the name escaping me is going to drive me nuts. I'll give you guys the name of the restaurant if it doesn't come to me before I pull it up here. Before I pull it out. Come here. Where the hell is it? There we go. Things to do. All dining. Why? Boy, this drives me nuts. That's the one thing with the memory issues that really pisses me off. Is the not being able to remember names. All right, we want Magic Kingdom. Where the hell is it here? The name just won't come to me. I'll give it to you guys in just a second. Holy shit. It's giving me all of them. Where are you? Liberty Tree Tavern. I don't know why I can't remember that. But Liberty Tree Tavern is one of our favorite places to eat on site. So we're going to go in and see her castle and go to Liberty Tree. I've never been to Disney Ocean Flame. Says, I hope I can make it before a meteor crash or something. Yeah, we never know. Yeah, we love it. Especially my wife, but we love it. She's getting across something off her bucket list this trip. And we didn't think we were going to get to. She's always wanted to go on one of those at Animal Kingdom. You can go on what they call a Wild Africa Trek, which is a walking tour where you get to go behind the scenes. And, I mean, you're right up there with the animals. And she just loves that whole idea. And I was able to put aside enough money to try and book it for us this time. went to book it, and they were all booked up. I didn't realize they go immediately. So there's this service online for Disney where you can pay, it's like $15, and they will have their bots check for an opening for whatever reservation you want, and they'll text you as soon as it comes open. There wasn't a lot of chance of it working on this one because they only take like 12 people at a time. So what are the odds somebody was going to cancel? Well, last night I was out driving. I had to go to the store. On the way to the store, I get a text. There was an opening for 2 on the day we were going to be in Animal Kingdom. So I was breaking every law because I was trying to put it in on my phone because I didn't want somebody else to get it. And now she's getting to go. I mean, it's just something. Well, she loves her Disney and she loves animals. She wanted to do it so bad. I told her I got it. She was like crying. She was so excited. Jill says, would you recommend riding the train in Disney? Is good. I mean, I would, but some people, yeah, I think it's chill. I think it's fun and relaxing. We enjoy it. You know, anybody that's into thrill rides or only rides that have some pop to them isn't going to enjoy it. But if you just like a nice, chill little adventure, it's great. Chrome says,
I wrote a bucket list too.
What's on your bucket list?
Oh, no.
A bucket.
I knew that was...
I kept my expectations low, and I'm still disappointed.
Still disappointed. I knew that was coming too, Sonic. Shit. Chrome says, whenever I go to Disney, I make sure to see the Carousel of Progress. I like that too. It's not their best attraction, but there's just something special about it. I've said the same thing, Chrome. I say the same thing all the time. Yeah. And then that song is stuck in your head for the rest of the day. I think it's even more of an earworm than the Small World song. Excuse me. The Safari is so good. Yeah, it is, Brother E. Yeah, I'll let you know how it was to do
Bucket List Profit.
Bucket List Profit. There you go. That'll boy, Patrick. All right, guys, I got to go. Oh, this was a blast. Wow, we were 2 hours into the stream. This was a good time. I wish I could stay longer, but like I said, well, I got to order my pizza now. Thanks, Brother E. I got to order my pizza. And then I got some videos to make this evening again. So I want to make sure I can go to Disney.
Tangia and Streamlabs still really piss me off. After this stream, I'm going to cool off while taking my stupid asshole cat for a walk outside. At least she scratches less than tech support. Then I'll grab a Wendy's Frosty later.
Yeah.
I've earned it more than Tangia has.
Oh, good call, Jill. I'm going to be doing, that's going to be one of the upcoming reviews, too, is some of the new Frosty flavors. Yeah, good call, Jill. And there's the We'll Be Right Back.
Already, I'm most woe-begone.
Caswork Woebegone in. That when you work Woebegone in, it's a good day. That's our boy Plankton. I love that grin at the end. Oh, pizza's so good, Mortem. And Brother E was sponsoring all those pizza reviews yesterday. And it's like, I need pizza desperately. And then I'll be in Disney in a couple weeks and be having. Oh, I love that pizza via Napoli. And oh yeah, and once again, fuck Dave and his pizza review 7.1.
Well, if it makes
I
you
used to
feel
like
better,
that guy too.
I'm sure next stream TTS will work better. I will go beat the shit out of myself now.
Good call, Sonic. Good call, buddy. All right, you guys. Thank you again. This was a great stream. I'll try and remember to do these on the regular. I love these streams where we just sit and hang out and chat. And I will talk to you guys again as soon as I can.